Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Neerja Dikshit and today we are going to talk about an important aspect in our life, or I can say an important emotion, feeling that many of us go through on a daily basis maybe, or constantly, or must have been at least once in their lifetime. So I would like to start this video by telling you something a little about my own background. So when I was younger, I remember I when we switch schools, like I used to study in my village school till class 5, and after that my parents decided to send us to a CBSE school, so we had to move from our village to a school. Okay, now that was for the very first time, that was first exposure for a person like me or a child like me to a city school. And when I went to that school, I remember, so I was what, maybe 12 years old when we switched schools in class 6. When I switched that school, so I saw a lot of people, they already were friends with different people, they had their own groups. And I was a child back then, and nobody wanted to talk to me simply because I used to speak in Hindi and I did not know how to speak in English. So I often used to feel left out until by the end of class 6, when I managed, or maybe somebody liked me and they became my friend. After that, it became a little easier to go to school, and before that, it was so difficult for me, like when I did not had any friend in school. So every day I used to think, "Ki, why am I even going to that school?" Because nobody was there. And again, the pressure of studies, pressure of converting from a Hindi medium to English medium school, it was immense. After that, in class 9, I switched school again, but this school was nearer to my village. And in that school, students were quite frank. We were talking, and I was talking to many of them, but then again, I found it very difficult to become attached to somebody or make a true friend, like with whom you actually spend a lot of time in school. So I was like, I was talking to a lot of people, but then again, I could not find a best friend, I can say. Okay, so it was more like the teachers asked somebody to sit with me and they sat with me, so we had to talk, there was no option. And then again, there was groupism again. So during that time also, I felt very left out. There was, I just could not participate in any group. Now comes to college, right? I don't even remember, like I don't have any friends from college. Like there are some acquaintances, I would not really call them my friends because we do not talk on a regular basis. But then again, during college, I spent 3 years here in Gurgaon in college, and then again, I just could not connect with a lot of people. When I see people out there, they have large friend groups and they have a lot of fun. So I always miss that joy of knowing so many people, being with so many people, and having a lot of fun like an ordinary college kid. But then it never happened with me. And then it became a problem after some time, because I used to have a lot of mental breakdowns during college, during school, simply because I could not connect with people. I did not had a friend on whom I could rely. So those mental breakdowns now, they do not happen because I have understood what to do in order to connect with people. And this is exactly what we are going to talk about in this video. Let me tell you why is it happening. The first reason could be that when you do not feel that you belong to a certain group, and I'm talking especially about people, I'm not talking about places right now. So I'm talking about people. When you feel like you do not belong to that group of people, it could be due to two reasons. The first one is that maybe you are in the wrong group, maybe you are accompanying the wrong people. And the second reason could be that you are too self-centered, like you are just thinking constantly about your own self, how these people are going to perceive you, or what is their perception of you. So you are too self-absorbed. Now the second reason could be you are being too performative. Now I do not mean it in a manner that you do it on purpose. Okay, it happens with me as well. For example, subconsciously, these behaviors, they come out that I have to perform a certain way in order to impress other people. Okay, so I'm being inauthentic, I'm not my true self who is gonna be liked by those people. So now, of course, when you try to be performative, you lose in the end. Okay, that's how dating works. Like a lot of people out there, or I will say guys out there, they become very performative in the initial stages of relationship. It could be 6 months or 1 year of relationship, and then they will perform a certain way, and then once you are impressed by them, their true nature, their true behavior comes out, which then again becomes a problem in the relationship. Now being performative is an actual problem because you are not showing the real you to the person who is in front of you, and then when it slips out of habit, of course they are not going to like you, and then you feel you have a mask on. Okay, again it leads to that feeling of not belonging to them. Third reason, it could be that you are spending a lot of time with your own. Solitude is something else. When we I'm talking about isolation, it simply means that you are not giving enough time to other people. You do not care about having a lot of friends, which is again nothing wrong with. I can say it like I do not have a lot of friends. I can barely count 2 to 3 friends. Apart from my siblings, I am only with my siblings. Like I count them as my friends, and apart from them, I have hardly 2 to 3 people in my life to whom I talk on a regular basis. Now, that's completely okay. These were the 3 reasons why it is happening with you, that you do not feel like you belong to a certain group. Now, what to do to have that feeling of belongingness? So, what to do in order to feel that you belong to a certain group of people? The first and foremost thing, which is or which may sound difficult to you, is to not to be performative. Whenever you are meeting anyone new, you don't have to put in that sugar coating on your tongue. You don't have to put on that mask on your face ki you are showing them what you are actually not. And I have seen such examples in real life. I can tell you if that person is faking it or not. Okay, because I have interacted with such people, and then it is instantly a turn off for me, because I do not vibe with such kind of people. If you are not showing me the real you initially, then there is no point of being connected with you, because you will be too much for me, honestly. Those people who would love to be with you, who would love the true you, the true nature that you are displaying, they will stick by. So there is no need to worry about who is going to spend what time with me. Second thing that you can do to work or to feel that belongingness to a group or to people or to a place is simply by working on the attributes that you feel like can be improved in your life. For example, it could be your personality, it could be your communication skills, it could be the way you dress. Okay, so you need to definitely work on them. That is how you attract new people to your life or network with people or like-minded individuals. Okay, this is also a very important point. When I said that 95% of the time when we feel we do not belong to a certain group is simply because you are in the wrong company. These are not the people that you should hang out with. So networking with like-minded people is going to solve that problem. They could be from the same field as yours. You can meet these people at different networking events, or maybe at the gym or at the public places where a lot of people interact with each other. So try to find out those people who are like-minded. Third thing that you can do to have that feeling of belongingness despite working so much on yourself and still not feeling the vibes is by spending more time with people who truly love you. They could be your family members, they could be your childhood friends, they could be anyone. Okay, maybe one person who truly loves you. I think almost each and every one of us, we do have at least that one person in our life who truly wants us to succeed, wants to see us happy. Okay, try to spend more time with them, try to do some self introspection with their help. Okay, that will give you more wider perspective about your own self, and it will help you to network again with a lot of people out there. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you were able to resonate with it, because I feel that way. I don't know about you, but I feel that way, and I then thought okay, I think we should talk about this one. So let me know what do you think about this video, and drop down in the comments if you have some other way to reconnect with people or to find your people. Or you can also share your own stories that you have felt in your life when you felt like you do not belong to that particular place. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in next video.